Well, Crooked Stick Golf Club in Carmel is getting ready to host the next generation of golf stars. The Western Amateur tees off Monday and will feature a field of superstar collegiate golfers. The Western, the world's third oldest amateur championship, with past champions, including some of the biggest names in golf, names you may have heard of: Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Jack Nicklaus, among others. The event will also give some much-needed focus and spotlight on Hamilton County. For more, we are pleased to be joined by 2020 Western Amateur Co-Chair Nick Deets. And Nick, thanks for taking time to be with us.
Thanks for having me, Gary. It's nice to be back. I think it's been a couple years since we were here for the BMW Championship back in 2016. Absolutely.
The BMW, just one of many high-profile events, the PGA and many others, hosted by Crooked Stick, one of the great golf courses in our country. And this event, really, the Western Open, adds to that tradition, adds to that heritage that has been building for so many years at Crooked Stick.
It does. You know, this is kind of the amateur version of the BMW. The BMW brings the greatest professional golfers in the world to Central Indiana, and the Western Amateur will bring the greatest amateur golfers in the world to Central Indiana. We're going to have 6 of the top 10 amateur players in the world. We're going to have a great field of 156 players with most of the best college players in the world. And I think almost everybody can get in the country. There'll be a few international stars that won't be here due to the COVID restrictions, but we're really excited to have these great players at Central Indiana.
Yeah, well, we talk about the Western Amateur. As I said, it is steeped in tradition. Founded in 1899. Give us a little more flavor about this event and how important it is and how special it is in the world of golf.
Well, Gary, as you said, this will be the 118th Western Amateur. It is known as the second biggest amateur tournament in the country. It has developed some of the greatest champions, as you said: Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson. It's a grueling format where the players will start off at 156 players for 18 holes on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. They will cut the field from 156 players to 44 players who will play 36 holes on Thursday. It will then be cut to low 16 for match play, and they'll play 2 matches each on Friday and Saturday. So the champion will have played 36 holes 3 days in a row, and this is a format that's known as the toughest in golf, and to identify a true champion, as it has in the past with these great prior champions.
Well, that is a grind indeed. Nick, as you look, and you mentioned the impact of COVID, it's impacting a lot of the things that you're doing from a strategic and a planning standpoint, things changing, one of them being there will not be fans allowed for the event.
It is, Gary. As you said, you know, the world's trying to move forward, but I think we're understanding more all the time that we need to do everything we can to make it safe. And the Western Golf Association and Crooked Stick have come up with plans that are changing all the time to make it safe. But unfortunately, we're not going to have general spectators for this event. Just like the Tour does it now, it has no spectators. This tournament will have no general spectators. It will have the players, 1 member from their family are allowed to play. And that will be the limit that we're allowed to have next week.
Nick, in terms of the economic impact, I don't think this event necessarily was going to be a big economic generator, but one thing it does, it adds to Indiana, in particular Central Indiana's prestige, its reputation as being an amateur sports and a sports capital in general. This is a real coup for Crooked Stick and Central Indiana to host this event.
It is. You know, as you said, Indiana, especially Central Indiana, are known as the amateur sports capital of the world. And Crooked Stick has tried to do its part. We've hosted several amateur national championships in the past. This is a big national championship to host, and we just try to do our part to further the Pete and Alice Dye legacy that, you know, they're founders. They've given so much to Crooked Stick, and we do everything we can to honor their memory and continue their tradition of giving back to the game of golf in Central Indiana.
I should mention Crooked Stick's contribution as well. The Western Golf Association runs the Evans Scholars program, which is really a great program supporting so many young people in college over the years. I know Peyton Manning, I was fortunate to be in an event he was at there at Crooked Stick a few weeks ago. Crooked Stick will be contributing right to the Evans Scholars program.
It is. As you said, Gary, the Evans Scholar program gives full scholarships for tuition and housing to caddies who are so important to the game. And Evans Scholars has given full scholarships to over 11,000 kids to go to college. They currently have 1,000 caddy young men and women in college that they're paying their full tuition and housing for. And, you know, I believe in this charity, and I think all Crooked Stick does. We support it all we can. I think the 2 prior BMW championships, we gave over $3 million to help put caddies through college. And Crooked Stick, he still loves Indiana, loves Crooked Stick, and he came back as a supporter of this great charity and put on an event a couple of weeks ago. Due to that event that Peyton did for us, we're going to give somewhere between $75,000 and $100,000 to the Western Golf Association and the Evans Scholars Program to put more young men and women through college.
Great impact there, to be sure. The Western Open, or the Western Amateur, I should say, will be hosting some of the top golfers in the country, certainly in the world, in the week ahead at Crooked Stick. Nick Deets is the co-chair of the 2020 Western Amateur. Nick, thanks for your leadership on this, and good luck with the event.
I appreciate having me on. We look forward to a great week next week.
All right, Nick, thank you.